Right guys, Mark Crossfield here. Welcome to the Golf Swing Weekly Fix. I'm loving this show that's helping you guys understand your golf hopefully a little bit more, in a bit more of a modern way hopefully. It's a golf show with some modern ideas. So we're going to talk ball position today. A very classic term that people have been talking about for years. Let's explain to you how I help my students with understanding, that's the key word, what ball position can do for them. Let's get stuck in. Right, we're going to talk about ball position. So I'm going to hit a series of shots and we're going to show you what happens if I move the ball around in my stance. So I'm going to hit one to start with the ball with a driver here, far too far back, so it's in the middle of the stance it feels for me. And I'm just going to hit shots, all these three shots without really making any adjustments. I'm just going to hit them. Okay, I'm going to hit another one. Ball's way outside my left foot, so way too far forward. And again, I'm just going to try and swing, not really make an adjustment. Okay, I'm going to hit my final shot from my gaming position, somewhere in between those two. For me, it feels like it's on my left heel, maybe just inside of my left heel. So the back of the ball, that is the bit I'm going to hit. Right, we've got my three shots here, and you can see the first one I'm hitting level. That's when I put the ball in the middle of my stance. So I'm hitting level with the ground, not up nor down, 0.4 away. Second one, I'm hitting 4 up. That's when I had the ball further forward in my stance. And the last one, when I put it in my desired position, I hit 4 up as well. So very interesting. When I move the ball position way forward to where I want to hit it, I got the same angle of attack. But what happened is I got very different club paths on the three shots. 7 degrees in to out, so to the right on the first one with the ball, in my idea, is hitting it too early in the swing, in the middle with the driver. Second one, nearly 7 out to in. So if it's coming through later, I obviously did make a bit of adjustments. Obviously, I'm still trying to hit a shot, just not towards a target, but the path changed massively, 14 degrees from those two ball positions. Where the angle of attack only changed 4, actually, which is quite interesting. And then the last one there, I was 4 up also, but at 0, which is my gaming position. So you can see why I end up in my gaming position from those numbers, can't you? I think it's very interesting how it's changing my angle of attack within a degree, and it's changing my path massively. So you imagine the semicircular hoop here. When I hit on different parts of those hoops, different stages, my club is traveling in different directions. Club path is constantly changing, guys. But also I work into that data things like launch rates. If we go into the ball flight data on the left here, you're going to notice if we get to my launch angle, 10 degrees on the ball in the middle of my stance, 15 with it much further forward, and then nearly 14, 13.9 with it in my desired position. So I'm going to work into my launch rates. I'm going to work in things like my spin rates, and I'm also going to work in my club path, all from ball position. So really, I could hit 3 different shots there if I wanted to from 3 different positions, but I found a position that is more functional, very traditional for me, left heel with the driver. Let's just do, I'm going to do a little experiment now where I try and just trick ball position a little bit with funky deliveries. Right, this is where I really want you to start thinking dynamically about ball position. Think about this. I'm going to hit one now with the ball in the middle of my stance, which from the data isn't going to give me the desired data I want for the best ball flight. So I'm going middle of my stance, but I'm going to try and hit a functional drive. And that's pretty functional. I probably feel like I can't get the same speed from there, but I'm hitting target. And it's not far off the same speed. Let's look at the numbers on that one. So this is what I see day in, day out. And this is where you have to work really with the player, which where you guys at home and girls need to really start thinking more dynamically about your ball position, playing with it and trying to learn from your ball flights. I put that ball quite a long way back to where I would normally have it, but was still able to deliver the club 4 degrees on the way up. So it didn't go to the 0 like it did. I overrid that with my delivery, and I still hit 2 degrees in to out, which is only, well, it's 1.8 degrees away from my normal delivery. It's equal, well, it's much closer to my normal delivery than where it was when we started, when I just didn't concentrate on delivery and I moved the ball position. So it's interesting, isn't it? Lots of you guys and girls out there will be overriding your ball position. So thinking there is a correct ball position for you is not always the answer. What I try and do with my students is I get them to experiment with different ball positions. We measure them with different ball positions and try and work out the best consistent ball flight. And you could be doing this on the range rather than just training yourself to hit from the textbook ball position, because if you've got a movement that you just feel comfortable making, which allows you to hit, say, the middle of the club, but it doesn't encourage you to have the ball in a certain place like the video says, then you're always going to be fighting yourself. Go and play with ball positions. There's some basic rules. The further back I go, I feel like it's going to go lower, a bit more to the right. The further forward I go, a bit higher to the left. But I play around with those rules to make sure they work for me and they work in a real gaming environment. Post comments down below. Let me know what you think. Golf Swing Weekly Fix coming at you every week. Thank you for watching. Speak to you soon. Follow me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Periscope, all the normal social places. Also, come and visit my new website, markcrossfieldgolf.com. See you over there.